Welcome to Attleboro Update. This week, Attleboro residents were reminded of the danger of Mother Nature as Hurricane Sandy made its way through the New England area. Although the storm was not as severe as last year's Hurricane Irene, there were still many downed trees and residents without power. Since the hurricane last year, DoubleACS has been working with radio station WARL 1320 and nearby towns to develop the Attleboro Regional Emergency Access System. The system allows for announcements to be broadcast over AM radio in times of emergency. We spoke with Ed Stanton, president of DoubleACS, to discuss the inner workings of areas.
After Tropical Storm Irene in October of last year, the management and board of directors of DoubleACS began talking about ways that we could communicate emergency information to the public more effectively. We reached out to Peter Arpin of WARL 1320 AM, and he was very receptive about allowing us to use the WARL transmitters in times of emergency. We installed this radio console and began talks with the Greater Attleboro Regional Emergency Planning Committee, which is made up of public safety and administration officials from Attleboro, North Attleboro, Mansfield, Norton, Foxborough, Rehoboth, and Rentham. And all were very receptive to joining this effort with us. We began in December transmitting a weekly test on WARL at 8 p.m. on Wednesdays. So that was the beginning, about December 8th. Which brings us up to this week. This week we had Hurricane Sandy. We had plenty of warning, and the management planned a rotating shift beginning when the storm was imminent, and the schedule would call for 2 people to be on duty here at the studio 24 hours a day until the emergency was over. We began and went active at 8 o'clock this past Monday, and as the storm moved and kind of missed us, we ended our alert at 11 that evening. We did receive calls from Mansfield, Foxborough, Norton, Rentham, Attleboro, and we relayed that information. All in all, it was a highly successful training exercise, and thankfully the storm missed us for the most part, even though we've still had outages as of last evening. AM radio is the gold standard. When everything else fails, you still can get in your automobile and listen to the 1320 signal. You can listen to it on a battery-operated portable radio. And we feel that this effort was well worth the investment of this radio console and an emergency generator that we installed. Attleboro activated its Emergency Operations Center at the police department, and the spokesperson was Sergeant Arthur Brillen. Sergeant Brillen made several visits to our studios, passing on information to the citizens of Attleboro. And we have a very good relationship with it. It's on the same campus as the City Hall, the police station, the fire station's just down the street, and we're here right in the middle of it all. So it makes very convenient communication between us and the public safety officials and the administration. The area's information was cablecast on the WACS Channel 15, School Channel 9, and the Government Channel 98. And while people had power, they could access this signal. Basically, that cablecasting only involves the subscribers in Attleboro. So for people outside the Attleboro area and the area's community, the AM 1320 is the only way you can access that information. During times of emergency, tune into WACS Channel 15, the Government Channel 98, and the School Channel 9, and to AM 1320, WARL. You'll receive periodic updates, operation of shelters, any kind of information that is important for you to hear.